What's going on, everyone? Forex Fargo checking in. Today is Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2020. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I won't spend too much time. However, I just want to go over, the setups that we had posted this week, right? So, starting with the first one on this UCAD short, actually still in this position. This position is, taking a long time. You can see if you extend this zone right here, price literally is just finding some trouble breaking past the zone and breaking past this weekly. It shouldn't be resistance. It should actually be support level, right? So taking some time breaking past the support level, but this is actually a highly sought out trade, right? That's still in profit. This GN, so you guys understand, this play button is going to go up, down, and then come back up. We anticipated buys up until here, then we anticipated sells to the downside to the zone. And because I was happy with profits, we didn't look for, re-entries, but you will find out that after you press the play button, price did end up coming all the way back up to retest our trend line in this structure level right here. Right. So when you stick to trading, keeping things simple, right? This is by no coincidence. It's in the blue zone. It rejects off this level, comes all the way down. Told everyone to sell the sniper for Tuesday for this entire move right here. So we caught this move in literally 15 minutes. We could have caught buys to the upside the next day or the day after, but there was really no need to. I was already content with everything. And now price is doing whatever it wants to do. Right now, I would call this a no trade zone because it's in my blue eclipse and I don't know what it's doing, nor do I care. However, that one right there was 100 pips to the upside, right? So if we're gonna do a tally, give me a second. Got the pin right here, right? So you call it UCAD shorts, plus 60, 80 floating. We'll call this GN buys for plus 100 pips, right? This GA position, we're actually looking to long this as well in the beginning of the week. Bam! That's what happened. Now, I called sells around here because, on a 4-hour time frame, price was respecting this 4-hour trend line that I had up until right about here, and then it broke and then retested. But like I said, I was already out of it. And you can see, right, this entire buy was valid. Doesn't matter if you got stopped out, like it's a 30 pip stop loss. The moment you get stopped out, I would re-enter and then put your stop loss another 30 pips. Now you got a better entry, and then you wait for the move. So this was about 200 pips to the upside from wherever this is right here. We call it 150. Or I'll call it 140. 140 pips. EU is actually a loss to me, so we lost 14. And, a lot of people, and this is by no disrespect, I'm taking the time to do this because, I intend on doing some great things in the future. But, the only way I'm going to learn is by documenting these. And, this is literally, I have posted every trade idea that I actually would look at and I would take. You can see I had these levels marked, the daily resistance. You'll see what happens when you press the play button. Once again, just praying on this for NZD news rate release, right? So price came up perfect to about, 80 pips or so. I'll call that plus 80 because I grabbed 80 pips on this. I actually had a few more positions on this UCAD stuff. New Zealand dollar. I just didn't post. I was in an NJ buy and an NCAD buy for 100 pips and 80 pips on AJ, but there was no analysis, so that doesn't matter. And just look how simple this is. Look at structure level is a daily level. GU, actually, GJ, this right here was another sniper entry. We got all the way about here to this red line, this second red line, right? So look, you see that? Structure level. That's why the red line is there. Structure levels. Just keep it simple, folks. Sometimes trades take a lot longer than others, but GJ buys, we were probably looking at, call it 150. Want to round up to the safe side. Entry is somewhere down here. Yeah, call it like 150. Hope everyone's been having a good week too. Not every week is gonna be like this. Like literally, you know, this right here was a fucking great trade. I'm so mad. FYI, I got stopped out down here. I should have just kept my stop loss at my, you know what I'm saying, at break even and shit. But like from when I got stopped out, it literally made another 100 pip bull run. That pissed me the fuck off. But like, I didn't chase the trade, didn't have a buy stop. You know what I mean? I missed my entry. I missed my entry. My entry would have been down around here. Just a prime example though, rally, base, rally, just like keeping it simple and short. If you look to the left over here with these wicks, right, if you draw a zone, you can kind of see why price kind of just was flirting with these two levels for a little bit, just flirting within that zone. So this GU position actually gave us GU buys. Look at that. We was in there at the bottom and shit like that too. About 160 pips. And once again, I do this because these are, projected. Doesn't mean that they're always going to go that way in that route. Same thing with this Australian thing, Australian dollar, caught about like 70 pips on this. I actually took this trade as well. This EN trade I did not take, but this EN trade actually was a fucking tank. FYI for next week, price is probably going to come down here to the 68 level again and then continue up. I can already see it looks like it's a head and shoulders pattern to the upside. This is just a clean drop all the way. And NZD and Aussie, like despite the news coming out this week, overall economically from a macro standpoint, it still seems like the economies down there are not doing that well. I got a couple buddies out there that I talked to. Shout out Shane Miles, 23. Hopefully he listens to this because like that's my guy right there. But this EN, talk about proper risk reward. This is a 8-to-1, 8.5-to-1 risk reward, right? So 23 pip stop loss for a 200 pip profit, and it clearly just broke all the way through that, right? So that is EN sells plus 200 piparoos. And I'm writing all of this down. GA potential sells, right? So look, I was in this GA sells. I'm not going to count this because like I was at least just looking for prices. You can see, right? I was looking for prices just come all the way back down to the zone. Price never came back down to the zone and never broke the 1.91, 1.92, 150, right? And then like I was telling you guys on this trend line right here to the downside, price broke it, retested it, and then from 1.92, 422, just, continued a nice little bullish run. But on this GA cells, we'll call that a break even because like I actually broke even on that. EA cells, bam, look at this. Wow. So from the lowest point, this was 11.5. Look at this risk reward, bro. Minimum drawdown. Literally, I'm gonna leave that there too, so like I could take a screenshot of that shit because like this, I'm telling you, this was like the best trade. This trade and EN were fucking spot on and shit, right? But this actually provided us about 150 pips on the EA cells plus 150 pips. And it's no surprise, like some of these trades take a day, some of these trades take less, some of these trades take a little bit more, like you never know. But at the end of the day, like you just have to keep paying attention and do your own homework. Like I'm nobody special. You know what I mean? I'm self-taught. I don't have no mentor. There's people I look up to and people that I've learned from by just studying their charts and trying to figure out and asking them questions and seeing if they reply. Some of them have, some of them didn't. And I'm very proud of this because this was actually to the pip. Like that was 250 pips to the fucking T. I want everyone to see that. It's another beautiful risk reward, 9-to-1. 27 pip stop loss for a 250 pip move. So GN sells 252 pips. I didn't even know that it was actually that great. I should have kept my position open. I actually exited right around here, and then I could have kept it open. But it is what it is. Gold buys, when was this posted? You know, this is posted February 11th. Here we are 3 days later. 3 days early, I was able to predict this move. I just understand the simple market structure. Nothing was closed below this. Nothing broke into the zone, so on and so forth. What happened? Probably got stopped out one time or something. I just showed you that, like, I took gold a little bit earlier. I actually took gold from the top of this zone right here all the way to the top of this line right there. Easy, nice little intraday for me, get in and out. So we'll talk about gold buys plus 145 pips. Once again, the reason I do these analysis, depending, doesn't matter what type of style of trading you are, these analysis should be able to fit a scalper, a day trader, intraday trader, a swing trader, or, you know, even a position holder and stuff like that. Like, these are just, I'm just giving you guys ideas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've done 13 so far. EG, we were noticing that this was actually coming into a weekly level low area, right? So we can see the price actually went up, you know, went up about like 40 pips or so. So like I'll call this, you know, EG plus 40 pips. What I'm also gonna do too is wait for price to come back down here, and like I'll probably re-enter. You know what I'm saying? Because like this should actually be a decent trade going into next week, and we'll see that when I do my weekly webinar thing. EN buys, same thing, just looking for some exhaustion, but as we can see, price came back down to entry, so we'll call this break even. You know, much is not really happening over there. And then last but not least, we were looking at these EA buys, and same thing, you know, price coming right back down to entry, so we'll call this a break even as well. And those last three Euro ones, I had just sent those out this morning. Actually, I never sent those. I just put that out on TradingView. So if you follow me, like, you were able to do that. If not, you know what I'm saying? Too bad. That's a break even, right? So if I'm to total up the potential pips, right? So like, look, let's do it like this. Let's open this. Let's just go to a random ass chart real quick. Right, let's go to this because like I know I don't really use this. Close this, close this, close this. Move this. All right. So now we will do that. Pips that were analyzed. Pips. Potential pips provided with analysis. I don't know if that sounds good, right? But here's the list, right? We'll do this. Starting from the order that we saw it on online. UCAD, 60, 80 pips. Floating. GBP, NZD buys earlier this week. I actually did take that for 100 pips. GBP, AUD. Now, just a disclaimer, like, you know, all of these I did not trade. I'm telling you guys which ones I did trade. So like these first three, like I definitely traded. Oh, Euro buys. Euro USD buys. Minus 18 pips. And my stop losses have gotten better too. Like just by waiting and shit. And who knows, we may have a fucking bad week next week. I laugh because like you gotta laugh it off. You never know. I took that trade. I've taken every single trade so far that I've typed in. This trade I did not take JPY, and I'm a little bit upset, but this ended up running. about 150 pips. This next trade I was in, GBP, USD, cable buys. I personally caught 80 pips, and then I got stopped out at like, I don't know, 55 or something, so like 130 altogether. But the entire move projected did about 160 pips, just to the highest point. AUD buys caught about 75 pips on that. And this is recapping. Once again, this is Forex Fargo checking in. We are just recapping our amazing week that we had with the signals. Not even signals, just analysis. I don't even like saying signals. It sounds weird. UPAUD cells, break even. Euro AUD cells, 150 pips. GN cells, the bread and butter. Plus 250 pips. I encourage all of you guys to actually like look at the chart works and stuff too. One thing I didn't do, and I'm not going to do it, I'm not gonna help people too much. Like, this is already enough gold information and shit. Like, you know, you can't hold people's hand in Forex. You know, you gotta figure out if this is what you want to do, and then like if it clicks for you, it clicks for you. Like I told people, I actually knew about Forex, and I actually have been trying my best to grasp all of the information since 2000 and motherfucking 16, right? And my girl and I actually spoke about that last night. So it's just like last year's when I see success, I tell people it took me a year, you know, but like that's actually not truthful. It took me a little bit longer than a year, and I have no mentor. Like I said, paid for everything myself. Not paid for everything. Everything that I've learned is either been off of free information, asking people, and a lot of it from me blowing accounts and figuring out what the fuck I'm doing wrong, if you want me to be real. But yeah, let's make this stand out a little bit. This shit looks way too fucking bland. You know, let's do the text like white in the background, like motherfucking. Let's do it blue. You know what I mean? Because we had a blue week, dog. Let's do it blue. You know what I mean? So bam, right? So potential. Actually, that looks hard on the eyes. Let's see what black look like. All right, that looks better. All right, so the potential pips provided with analysis, right? Now let's see. One out of all of these right here, I see like 3 losers, and that's fucking that's really good. Your price hit stop loss or whatever like that, like that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on your rules, you re-enter it if you want. But give me a second. I'm pulling up my calculator so we can actually just tally up, you know, what was provided, because you know since I have been doing this, I appreciate the fact that some people take advantage of it. You know, some people are grateful. You know, I don't care about that. I'm doing this more or less to document my journey and my success. So like, you know, when I try to do stuff in the future, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is for me. More That's funny. Hi Maddie, mama. It's my dog. Yeah, so like I was saying, getting back to this real quick, let's just tally up the pips. So starting with UCAT cells, you know, we'll take an average of 70 pips, you know what I'm saying? So like 70 pips with that, 100 pips on the GN buys, you know, plus 140 pips on the GA buys before the sells, before the buys again, right? So like, so you guys understand GA and GN, once again, they've been in the 200 pip range all fucking week. I don't even need to open up my chart. I traded them both directions from zone to zone. So like I can do that telling you right here. We lost 18 pips on Euro buys. NZD, we definitely caught the bag on that. 80 pips. GJ, I didn't take the trade once again, but that was projected for 150 pips. GU once again was in that trade for about 80 pips, got stopped out in profit after taking partials. And then that ran at its highest 160 pips. Spoke about AU buys. Me and Danish Scalp Sniper were actually in that together. I find it funny. We actually don't share each other's chart works, but like when we post charts and like we see each other's shit on IG, we'd be like, holy shit, bro. Like it's so funny. We trade very similar, but like, you know, there's certain concepts that he understands that I don't. But great trader, and I love how he supports me. No bullshit. That's my guy. 200 pips on Euro NZD sells, and that was the sell to the downside. That sell happened after the NZD positive thing came out. The news rate came out positive. GA sells broke even. All right. Euro sells, that was 150 pips to the lowest. This was like probably like 1,500 pips on dead ass. Like it might even be like close to 2,000. 250 pips to the downside on GN sells. 145 pips on the gold buys. You know, then 40 pips on that. Wow. Holy shit. Wow, really good. We, like I said, we definitely could have caught a lot more, but like grand total of pips, 1,542 pips. Analyzed and filleted. Analyzed and filleted, and we will fucking do that green. And we will make that shit motherfucking 40. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bam, 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 right? So, Fargo checking out. You know, I want everyone to have a blessed weekend. Like I said, I'm probably spending a little bit too much time on this, you know, wifey time. Happy Valentine's Day. Fargo out. Stay blessed. Stay beautiful. Stay blue. Stay blessed, beautiful, and stay blue. Holla.